Business is about sales. Now, don't get me wrong. There's so many other factors. There's so many other important elements and keys to create a successful company and a successful product. But if you are not good at sales, nothing gonna move forward. And most probably, I mean, you're not gonna make money and you're gonna run out of business. Sales is the most important thing in life and in business. Just imagine you have a great product, great team, and you have top notch quality, like latest technology, etc., etc. But if you don't sell, how are you going to make money? How are you going to pay your bills? How are you going to pay your employees? How are you going to cover the taxes, insurance, expenses, rents, etc.? So I have seen so many founders. Now they might be technical founders, or they're designers or marketeers, and they're really good at their job, but they have this lack of how to sell their product. And first thing they're thinking or they're talking about, hey, I'm gonna hire a good some good salesperson, and they're gonna sell my product. But that's wrong. As a founder, you need to have that salesperson inside you. No one knows your product better than you. No one can present and explain your product better than you, no matter who you are going to hire, even if you are going to hire the best sales in the world. I'm talking about early days, guys. So, sales is the most important thing. Now, I've seen these founders that they're shy to speak, or they don't want to. They say I want to build a company, but I don't want to be the public face of the company, and I don't like to go to seminars and webinars. I'm afraid to talk in front of the people, and etc. etc. And all that is coming from judgment of other people. You are afraid of your friends, of people around you, most probably some losers around you. You are just afraid for for people to make fun of you. Maybe make fun of your accent, maybe they make fun of your pronunciation, maybe they make fun of your appearance, maybe your hairs, etc., etc. But guess what? If you think about it, those people that you are afraid in case you publish a content or something about your business, and those people that you're afraid that they might make fun of you, if you think about it, if you look at them, most probably they haven't succeeded anything in their life. Most probably they haven't achieved anything in their life. Because on the other hand, the successful people, those that they started from zero, and they created something amazing, and they made lots of money, and they impacted on so many people's life for good, they would encourage you, they would empower you to publish, to talk, to attend seminars, to talk in front of people, to just hold your phone, record something, put it out there in all the channels, and don't be shy and don't be afraid of anyone. So who you want to listen to? You want to listen to those bunch of losers around you that you're afraid, hey, if I do this, if I do that, they're going to make fun of me? Or you actually want to listen to the successful people and follow their path? Now, why I'm saying that, if you are a founder and you think you don't have it inside you, you are not a salesperson, you don't have it inside you, you might be a technical founder, and you're like, okay, I heard that, that's fine, but to be honest, I don't have it inside me. So I'm gonna take that path, I'm gonna build my product, and then I'm gonna hire a couple of sales so they can sell it for me. Good luck with that, guys. You need to sell your product yourself day one. You need to onboard all the other salesperson that you are going to hire later on. So you need to teach them everything. No one knows your product better than you. And if you are shy, you need to practice. How you need to practice if you're shy to talk if you think you don't have it inside you, just log into your social media pages, whatever you have, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, X, and post some content about you, talking about your product. Just post it online. Who are you afraid of? You're afraid of your cousins, your friends, your little brother, your older sister, whoever is out there to make fun of you. When you publish content out there on social media and you give it out to the world and you talk to the world, first of all, you help yourself by getting better. That's super clear. That's a super clear formula. When you try to teach other people, first thing first, you are helping yourself, and that can be the first step to take all that shyness from you, that you are, that you're afraid of public speech or talking in front of lots of people or going to seminar or webinars and talk about your product. Maybe your voice is shaking, and it's all fine, guys. All of that is fine. Don't worry. No one was perfect day one. No one nailed it day one. Everybody, they fucked up day one. Listen to my first six, seven, eight. I think that's my first 8 episodes on Spotify, or watch them on YouTube or Apple Podcast, and there are so many other channels. As a matter of fact, I didn't even have this microphone in front of me, and I was just recording with my MacBook mic. And later on, I thought, hey, I have AirPods. Let me use my AirPods. And when I listen to my podcast, it's like I'm recording out of the bathroom. That's how it sounds like. My voice is horrible. I'm doing lots of mistakes. I'm doing lots of, back and forth. I'm repeating. And then there were so many friends or family members that they reach out to me. Hey, you didn't do that good. Hey, you made a mistake. Hey, you were using lots of blah, blah, blah while you were talking. Hey, your voice quality. Hey, you keep repeating on the same thing over and over again. And I'm not a guy, because there's so many other people, when you tell them about their mistakes, they get offended, because people, they like to hear about 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 the good things they are doing. People, they love to receive compliment. Hey, I love your hairstyle. Hey, I love your jacket. I love your shoes. Oh, you nailed it. Wow, what a great podcast. You don't need that. I mean, anytime I do something, I always say to my team, I always say to my friends around me, guys, don't tell me about the good part. Just whatever you don't like, whatever you think that it wasn't right, or anything, just talk to me about that. Because the compliment, the good part, the bravo part is not gonna help me. But the issues, the complaints, the argues, the debates, hey, you didn't do this good, you didn't do that good, that's what's going to help me. That was going to help me to level up, so to not do my mistake again. So no one started perfect. Stop being worried. Stop being worried of people misjudgment. Stop being worried of other people um, sharing their opinion about you. Stop being worried of all that. As a matter of fact, guys, no one gives a damn about you. You think people care for you. People, they have lots of shit to deal with. No one is that free, and you are not that famous that you're afraid of. Who knows you? How many followers do you have? What, you have like 20 followers on Instagram? Or maybe 192 or 180 something, or 255 or 300, whatever, 1000, 2000. Who knows you? Who are you afraid of? That you're afraid to publish content out there talking about your product, because it can help you to become a better salesman, and it can help you to be better at public speech, and it can help you to level up. It's super important. I mean, if you are building a company or any product, anything out there you're working on, you as a founder, You need to do all the sales part. You need the first dollar that you're receiving. That's super important, guys, from different aspects. It's so crucial getting money to learn how to get money from other people, how to get money from customers, how to get paid. It's an art. There are some people that they know how to build a product, but they don't know how to make money, or they're shy, or the other side, whatever they ask, maybe they ask for a discount, maybe they ask for a lower price, maybe they ask for, you name it. Just because they don't have it inside them, they accept. And after that, when they go home or they go back to their office, they start like being hard on themselves. Oh no, damn, I did a mistake. Oh no, I should have not accepted that. Oh, why did I say yes? Etc. etc. Because they are shy. Making money is, it's an art on its own. Like, one of the best person I know out there, and you guys know him too, is Elon Musk. This guy, like, he got the knowledge, like, he's like an alien. This guy came from another planet, I believe. I'm just kidding. But besides the coding and knowledge and all that, the physics and rocket science, electric cars, he really know how to make money. So you need to learn how to make money. How can you learn how to make money? By selling your own product, because no one can sell it better than you. And by receiving those first dollars in your bank account. It might not be that much. I mean, personally, when I started the list, our income was like, you know, we had the pay as you go model. We didn't have any subscription or something back then, and we were charging like 50 cents to $1 per person on every reservations that we were sending to the restaurants, or beach bars and nightclubs, and so on. So it if you think about it, okay, like, day one, let's say maybe we had like, oh, $5 income. Oh wow, like, it's $5, right? Or after 1 week, we had $9 income. One of our merchant paid $9 to our bank account. So the amount is so little, like, literally you cannot even buy a couple of bottle of water with those. But it helped me to learn, and become better at what I do. So you really need to go out there to talk. You have to get out of your comfort zone, guys. Yeah, staying at the office, having the AC on or the heaters on, and having your headset play your favorite musics, or listening to your podcast, and having your system in front of your monitors, laptop, MacBook, iPad, whatever you're using. Yeah, it's cool. You're in your comfort zone. Yeah, not dealing with the traffic out there, back and forth, putting clothes on, perfumes, fixing your hairs, going back to back meetings. One of the meetings is not gonna show up. Next meeting, maybe the guy is a dick. He's gonna behave you bad, or he's gonna make fun of your product, or he's gonna be like, "Hey, who the hell you think you are? That you're gonna come here teach me how your product can help me to boost my revenue, or solving my pain points." I was doing this for. I was hearing all kind of shit you can imagine. Everything. I mean, you need to be strong when you do sales, and especially when you are founding a company and starting everything from scratch. Now, let's talk about sales. So, when I started, I mean, we didn't do any outbound or any, sales funnel, or using tools and, all those kind of sales tricks. I was just doing door to door. I was waking up in the morning, like 5 a.m., running 10 kilometer at the beach, going back to my office, taking a shower, putting my clothes on, and going out there to the market. Just going to the different restaurants. Hi, my name is Ali. This is my product. Do you have a minute? I want to talk with you about it. And do you really think everybody were welcoming me? Do you really think everybody were like, oh my God, yeah, of course, come on in? And we're talking about the fancy restaurants, big brands that they don't even need. They're saturated with different kind of providers and systems, and I mean there are no rooms for reservations. If you want to make a booking, if you're lucky and if you know somebody in there, maybe they're gonna give you a table for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And they're already working with, you know, lots of other great systems out there or tools. So do you think like, hey, I gathered 1,500 merchants in in my app, on the list. These are including restaurants, nightclubs, beach bars, live shows in 4 different countries. It was that easy? Of course not. I was doing around maybe somewhere between 20 to 40 meetings a day, door to door. I'm not talking about outbound calls or mails or, Zoom meetings or Microsoft Team or Google. No, just door to door. And I didn't even have a vehicle. I was just going to different restaurants. One of them was shutting the door at me. One of them was behaving me bad. One of them was like, no, who do you think you are that you want to teach me what are my pain points and how you can solve them? I'm doing this business for the last 30 years. And before me, my parents used to do it. You know, I'm talking about in here about the traditional taverns in Greece and Greek islands. The fancy restaurants, you can't even get to them. You have to go to their headquarters and you cannot even get in there. The other one is like, hey, no, we are using this, and that. And why should we use you? So you have to be, why did I say before you have to be strong? Because you are going to hear lots of no's, lots of no. They are going to slap you in the face. They are going to make fun of you. But you know what? At the end, who cares? It doesn't even matter. Every no that I received, it just made me strong. It just gave me that courage to thrive more. Yes, and bravo, and good, and wow, you nailed it, is gonna make me lazy. That's why I don't like to hear those kind of words. That's why I don't like compliments. I really don't, because it doesn't help me. And if I receive compliments, I think I'm good. So at some point, maybe, yeah, okay, it's time to chill down a bit and, take some time off and I need rest, stuff like that. But when I hear no, when I'm hearing you're not good, when I'm hearing is not gonna thrive, is not gonna work, we already have this, we already have that, it's giving me courage, it's giving me power. And not all of those no's are meaningless. There are so many, you're going to receive so many no and get out of here that is gonna piss you off, and you're gonna cut the other person's head that who the hell you are that talking to me like that? I've been working my ass off, etc., etc., etc. But guys, nobody gives a fuck about you working your ass off. No one cares. You are working your ass off for you, for your future, for your family, for your loved ones, for your journey, for your legacy. So stop going out there or talking to investors as founders or trying to sell your product. When you hear no, you get offended, you go to the offensive mood, and then you are like, I've been working my ass off. I'm sleeping like 4 hours at night, and I'm waking up 4 a.m. and I'm doing this and that, and I'm working like, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 hours a day. Guys, no one cares. There are other entrepreneurs just like you that they're working their ass off and they're working so many hours and giving up on their life and everything. So going to VCs asking for money and they slap the door on you, or talking to angel investors or different businesses out there that you want to have partnership or integrations or just get them on board, no one owes you anything. And you are not the only one who's going through difficulties, and you think people owe you just because you work your ass off. No, no one owes you anything. And there are other people right now that we are talking that they're going through shit of life and difficulties, and you think, oh my god, you are in the bottom of the society and the world owes you. There are people right now, there are children right now that are at war. They don't have electricity, they don't have clean water, they don't have food, they're starving to death, they don't have internet, they don't have, you name it, they don't have clothes. And you are complaining that, oh my God, because I've been working my ass off, now you have to give me your money. If you're an investor, you have to give me your money. If you are a business, you have to work with me. No, no one owes you anything, not a dime. So when you hear no, instead being offended, instead of being sad, instead of being like, you know, mad and all that, try to stay calm. Try to go back to your home, to your office, wherever you are, or maybe you are driving to the next meeting, and try to see, hey, because those feedbacks, they can help your product, because you go back, you implement those to your product. So those feedback, they can help you to have a better product, to have a more mature product, because you need to gather those kind of feedback from the market. So you can go back, talk with your team, sit down with your developers, create the tasks, put them on the sprint, put them in the backlog, put them on to do. So they implement it, and you will have a more mature product, because you need to hear the market out. You need to hear out your users. You need to hear out your business partners. You might develop a product that you think is the best top notch quality product in the world. But in reality, you have the shittiest product out there and you don't even know it. There are so many other companies way ahead, way ahead of your product. There's so many other companies with like maybe 100, 200, 500 thousands, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 employees. Lots of money, and lots of investment and lots of knowledge, and they're doing something better than you. And now you came up with like 2 3 co-founders, and you built something shitty, and you believe, oh my God, we nailed it, and now we're gonna be billionaires, and now the world owe us, and in case nobody buy that from us, oh, they're stupid, and these fucking people, they don't get it. No, my friend, you don't get it. You don't get it, because no one owes you anything. We are living in 2025. We are not back in 1987, or I don't know, 1990, or those kind of years that, oh, just Yahoo came out and the dot-com bubble and stuff like that. You are not the only one who's making the social media. You are not the only one who's building a website for selling books out there like Amazon. You are not the only one who thought of a solar energy, or robots, or AI, or restaurant reservations, or transportations, or hotel bookings, etc. Anything you want to do in 2025, there are lots of other products out there. So many other products that they're already in the market before you. They're profitable, they're making lots of revenue. And there are so many other products that they're gonna come after you. So you are not alone out there. There are so many other things out there. And as I talked in one of my previous episodes, if you are a day one founder, and if you just launch your beta and you have no users, you have no clients, your only power is the power of storytelling. That's your only power, guys. Because that's happened to me. I didn't have any user. When the list was, as a matter of fact, I signed my first 30 to 35 restaurants before even the list was live. It was in the development phase. And their first questions, the owners and the manager first question was like, how many bookings you give out there, you give out every day, per day, or how many users do you have? And I was like, oh damn. What should I tell them now? I mean, of course I was like, hey, our product is not live yet, and It's gonna be live in 2 months. That's why we started but this is a demo I can show you. These are what we can do. And I was really good at storytelling. So I started giving so many examples that is happening to them daily, instead of be like, hey, this is what we do, this is what we have, this is what we charge, so now put your restaurant on my app so I can make some money and pay my bills. No one is gonna give you free money. No one is gonna let you to put your hand into their pocket and get some money. So my only power was my storytelling, the power of inspiring. You see, sometimes, let's say you are going out with your friends, you are going to a dinner, and there are like maybe 10, 12, 6, 7, 8, whatever. There are people on the table, male, female, boys, girls, couples, friends, and everybody talking, everybody chit chatting. And out of the sudden, one of the guys on that table start talking about something that happened in the past, and or like yesterday, maybe it's a funny story, or maybe it's a drama story, and everybody goes quiet. Everybody are listening, and everybody was just waiting to listen the next part. Oh, come on, John, just or in case you want to change the topic, they're like, no, 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 no. What happened next? What happened next? Tell me what happened next. That's the power of storytelling. When you make everybody else on that table to be quiet, all ears, and just listening to you and waiting for the next to hear what's gonna happen next. So that's what I did. I didn't have any users. I didn't have any restaurant on my app. We were not even live. No revenue, nothing. Everything was zero. Everything was zero. But I had the power to give them some kind of examples in a way of a really sweet story that is happening to them every day, and no one else could solve it. And at the end, they couldn't tell me no, because I was talking logic. You see, sometimes there's some people, they just want to do stupid debates just because they think if they do debate, it's gonna make them feel smart. And if they know something is wrong and they accept it, it's gonna make them feel stupid. That's stupid actually, because they just going through debate. I mean, I was always understanding my mistakes, or when I was in a meeting, when they were coming up with something that or they asked for a feature that it didn't even pass from our mind. And of course, day one we didn't have, me and my team, we didn't have the experiment of now. We didn't know the hospitality industry like now. It has passed a couple of years, and now we are more mature. So when they were asking for a feature, or when they were asking for something that we didn't have, or if they were pointing out something in our app that it wasn't good, instead of me debating them and going through all that, I was accepting it immediately, and I was thanking them for bringing that up, and I was giving them credit. People, they love to receive credit. You need to know that. People, they love to feel smart. People, they love to feel important. So I was giving them credit. I was making them feel smart, and I was like, thank you so much for pointing this out. Oh my God, I have no idea how we didn't even think of that. Hey, maybe I should hire you in my company. I give you some stock options. And I was, the whole conversation was going through this joking and laughing period. And they were laughing. Yeah, there you go back to your team and tell them, the manager of this restaurant or the owner of this restaurant, I just saved you a lots of time. And so I was giving them those credit and appreciating them by giving me good tips, rather than being offended and feeling stupid and going through debate that why that is not gonna work. And again, the power of storytelling. showcasing their pain points that is happening every day. You see, imagine you're selling a car and someone is gonna come to sell you a new car. First thing first, you're gonna say no. I already have a car. As a matter of fact, I have two, three cars. My wife has one, and then we have SUV, and then we have one convertible car. You know, when we go somewhere for the weekends when the weather is good. So why should I buy a new? No, I don't want. I don't want a fourth car. I don't want. But if that salesperson actually talk about, hey, let me ask you something. You have three cars, so you are paying this much for the gas, that much for the insurance, taxes, etc., etc., changing tires, you name it. And let me ask you something. So, what is the issue of the what would be the only thing that you would hate about this car? I mean, tell me something. Tell me the only thing you hate about this car. So, that's why we have this new technology. This is electric car. You're not gonna pay for gas. You're not gonna pay for services such as uh, oil changing or filters, etc. And you're gonna save this much money in annual taxes, and then you're gonna save that much in gas, and then you're gonna save that much in service. So that's what you need to show the people their pain points, the issues that they are going through. That's your only power, the storytelling. Otherwise, first thing first, they will tell you, hey, why should I buy from you? I'm gonna buy from someone bigger than you and more legit, and so I can have some guarantees. And once you start selling your product, receiving some money, besides the fact it's gonna make you feel good, feel happy, feel positive, energetic, thriving, and all that, the most important factor is that it's helping you to level up. It's helping you to be better at what you do, which is sales. You need sales. Sales is bringing money in. Without sales, you're dying. Your company is dying. Doesn't matter how amazing your product is or how amazing your team is, or you got the best developers out there, or you made a product, or you built something that it's like 100 years in advance. But if you don't sell it, you're gonna go out of the market. You're gonna go bankrupt. So stop being shy. Stop thinking of, oh, that's not for me. I have a wife, I have a kid, I need to be at the office, code being with my developers or running other things. And instead, I'm gonna hire some sales and they're gonna sell the product for me because no one can do it better than you. I cannot stress that enough because I've been seeing founders that I have no idea. They think just a good product it's enough on its own. No. As a matter of fact, there are products out there that they are way worse than what you have built, but they are selling and they are fixing their issues along the way, and they are hearing to the feedback of the market, and they are going back and brainstorm and implement that to their product. So that's why they are thriving, and that's why you're not, and you're looking at them and you're like, oh, look at those guys with the shitty product. Do you remember last year? Oh, do you remember we were starting way before them, and now look at them and look at us where they are, where we are. Yeah, because those founders were out in the market, were out in the open sea swimming, trying to catch the fishes, while you were on the shore and you were like, hey, I'm gonna just throw the net and see what I can get, because you are afraid of swimming, because you are afraid, hey, shark's gonna bite me. That's how sales works. It's a super easy, guys. Let's stop for a moment in here. I don't want to talk about business. I don't want to talk about companies. I don't want to talk about startup. I want to talk about life. Life is about sales. You see, you go out, you meet people. You are selling yourself to them. What do I mean by that? Don't get me wrong. Let's say you are going to the college. It's your first day, and you are meeting some of your classmates. and you start making new friends. Why do you think that happened? They became your friend just because you're tall and six pack, or you just become, yeah, of course sometimes they became your friend because you have the car and they want to have a rich friend. They became, but in the reality, are those people that they are selling their habits, their good, their bad, all that to each other, and someone is selling, someone is buying, they become friends. Let's imagine you are going to a club, you are going to a party, you are going to a dinner party, and you meet a girl. What do you think you are doing out there? You are selling. You are trying to get her number. You are selling. You come up with any kind of bullshit you can imagine. You might start talking, um, coming up with a story about the past, try to make her laugh, try to get her attention, you know, buy her a drink, try to get her number, whatever you do. As a matter of fact, even let's go a little bit more back. Before you go to that party, what do? Maybe you get a haircut, you take a shower, you fix your beard, you put perfumes on, you check out yourself in the mirror, you even take your car to the car wash. Why? Because you want to sell yourself. Otherwise, you wouldn't give a damn. Why you should go to a haircut? You would already just put your Crocs on and a comfortable short or something, and I'm going to that party. I'm not in mood to, take a girl number, and I'm not in the mood to do something. I'm just going with some of. That's why sometimes you go with some of your friends, just having a chill beer, or watch a football game or a basketball game. You in that moment, you are just going to enjoy yourself with your friends. You are not going to do anything over than that. But if there is a nice party going on, and one of your friends telling you, "Hey, come, there's so many beautiful girls out there," and you're single, what you do? Take care of yourself, you fix your hairs, put perfume on, check out yourself in the mirror. As a matter of fact, you might call your friends, hey, shall I put the white shirt or black shirt? Shall I wear these shoes or those shoes? And when you go in there, you try to sell yourself to get a number. You see, sometimes, um, have you seen sometimes, these rich kids, they got the car, they got the house, they got the dope, they got the money, they got everything. But maybe they go, at the college, at the uni, school, party, hood, whatever is out there. So they might see another guy who's using public transportation, and he doesn't have that much money, and he's working at night as a barista, and then during the day going to school, and then, making his toast sandwich at home, bring at the school. But he is actually dating the hottest chick in that college or in that school, while the rich kids are just, oh, bro, do you see that? How come? I mean, come on. That guy, that girl, how's that even possible? Yeah, because that guy, he's a good salesman, and you are not. You are not. You think just because you have the Ferrari and you have the nice, house, and your dad is rich, etc., etc., you're gonna get the girl. No, you're not, because you are not a good salesman. That guy, he doesn't have none of those, but he knows how to talk. So he's a good salesman. That's why he got that girl number and you did not. It's the same thing in business. It doesn't matter with what kind of. Sometimes I've seen like, oh no, I need to wear. Of course, you need to wear nice. Of course, you need to be clean. Of course, you need to smell good and fresh. No one wants to talk to someone that, his breath stink, or he's oily or sweaty. You no, don't do that. That's a wrong move. Of course, you need to be good and clean, but hey, I need a fancy car to go to that meeting so I can close the deal. No, that's not gonna happen. Hey, I need expensive watch. I need a super expensive custom so I can close the deal. No. So that's why I came up with the examples to make it more clear for you guys. That's why I said you see some rich kids, rich guys, good looking, beautiful, everything is perfect about them. They got the car, house, everything. But at the end, a guy who has like, who's making like 200 euros, 200 euros dollars, 3 400 per week, just because he's working as a waitress or a bartender, and finally he's dating the hottest chick in the school that everybody else wants to go out with. Why? Because they know how to talk, they know how to sell, they know how to get the attention, they know how to they know the power of storytelling. And you are not. You just think just because you're good, just because you're beautiful, just because you have the car, that means just because you are. Now, if we translate that into the business language, you think just because you have the great product, you're gonna sell and they're gonna come to you. That's not gonna happen. You need to sell. You need to know how to sell. Last thing I could add into it, and I mean, there are so many other things we can talk about, and I would love to hear your opinion. You can mention, we can talk in the comments, and I really would love to hear your opinion, guys. But last thing I would talk about, I always give that example to everyone who they're trying to sell, or even just to normal people. Even to my friends. I mean, like somebody trying to have a girlfriend, and he thinks the problem is the car or the house or the salary. While I'm saying, yeah, that could be some part of it. I mean, okay, you cannot have a shitty product and just expecting people to buy it just because you know how to talk. I mean, it's that's what I said at the beginning. There's so many factors and there's so many metrics. It's not like one, two, three, four. There's so many different colors that they need to mix up so that it can create that beautiful painting. So there are so many other factors. There's so many little details and so many things that they need to gather up to create a great product and then turn that product to a company. It's a whole journey. And of course you cannot expect by having a bad product people they buy it from you just because you know how to talk. As a matter of fact, I have seen also the other side where the product is really bad but the salesperson is really good and is closing deal, but what's happened at the end? The churn rate thrive. That's what's happened. So you don't want to sell stupid lies to the market. That's a super wrong move. Never do that. Never do that. Because sooner or late, your client will understand and they're gonna move out and they're gonna use a competitor of yours. And then creating bad word of mouth for you and creating good word of mouth for the new service they're using, which is your competitor, which is one of your competitor. And that's gonna kill you. I mean, that's gonna kill your business. That's what I mean. So that's gonna kill your business. So you don't wanna do that. You don't wanna lie. You wanna be legit. You wanna say the truth, and you wanna have a good product. So it's a combination. You cannot have a bad product and be amazing at sales, or you cannot have the other way around. It's a combination. It's a whole team. It's just like imagine playing football. There are 11 players on each side. So you cannot expect just one of those to be amazing like Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo and the other 10 to be shitty and now we're expecting to win. No. And as a matter of fact, it's not just about those 11 players. Then there are the people on the bench, the coach, the doctor, and then we are talking about the fans, media, politics, you name it. There's so many things out there. So, that it has to work properly for a team to win a match. The ref, VAR, you name it. Same thing as business, same thing as sales. But the last thing that I want to add, and I say that always to all my friends, maybe it can help you too. You need to imagine that your mind, your brain is your only weapon. That's your only weapon. It's like a gun. And you always have to keep it loaded. You cannot go to the war with a gun which has no bullet in it. You're gonna die. So, same thing as business, same thing in life. You need to use your brain. That's your gun. Your brain is your gun. You need to keep it loaded. By keep it loaded, I mean you always have to be ready. You have to train your brain muscles. You have to always study. You have to learn. You have to be hunger for learning. You have to hustle for learning. You have to read. You have to watch. You have to follow the best. You have to try to learn from them. No ego. Be humble. And always nobody started perfect. So always try to learn to level up yourself. Always try to be competition with yourself, not with anybody else. That's what I do. I'm always in competition with me. I'm never in competition with other people. I'm always in competition with Ali of yesterday, of 2 hours ago, of 5 minutes ago. I'm trying to be better, better, and better. As a matter of fact, anything I do after that, I start, I have my own time where I realize, where I start analyzing and realizing my issues. Maybe I'm on a phone call. Hey, I should have not said that. Maybe as a matter of fact, even with my best friends that they know, we are like, we grew up together. And, or even with my brother, even with my family, that they're my family, right? So when I'm talking to them, when we are at the same table eating, if I say something or, after that, I'm gonna be like, nah, why did I say that? That was stupid. I should never say that. Okay, next time I'm not gonna do that anymore. So be in competition with you is going to help you to be better than your yesterday. Be in competition with other people is gonna, I call that jealousy. It's just gonna, make you sick, stress you out, and just following them and just, burning inside and outside for their success. Jealousy is not a good thing. So don't look at what other people are doing. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Comparing is a bad thing. You don't want to compare yourself with anybody. That's a super stupid wrong move. You just compare yourself with yourself. As a matter of fact, you see sometimes people are talking about, hey, I miss, like, they see their pictures for 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 6 years ago on vacation, family, kids, you name it, and then they're like, I miss those time. I miss, oh wow, what a beautiful age. I don't. I think I'm the only guy in the world that when I look at my past, I don't like it. I like my present much more because I'm always becoming better at what I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I had an amazing past. I had an amazing, amazing. I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed. Thank God I had an amazing childhood, amazing family, amazing friends. 20 years ago, amazing. 15 years ago, great, fantastic. 10 years. Every time I look at my past, everything is amazing. But the problem is my present is much better. That's why I never miss my past. On the other hand, when I see my friends, my family members, people around me, everybody, they miss their past. Everybody, they look at the pictures. Oh, wow, you remember? I wish I could go back to those ages. I wish I could. Oh my God, what a summer that was. What a vacation. Oh, look, I was so young. You were so young. They start just, missing, crying about their past. Of course, I have amazing, beautiful memories in my past. I'm not those kind of guys that, oh no, I'm trying to run away from my past, or I have some dark things in my life, or I had a hard childhood, or people were bullying me, or I don't know, my dad was kicking me. No, none of those. Thank God, I'm blessed. I had, if you talk with my friends, most probably they're gonna tell you my past life before my entrepreneurship was way more better than my current life. But that's how they see it, not how I see it. I'm more happy right now. I feel more great, more successful. So always be in competition with yourself, not with other people. And never compare yourself or anybody else with other people. Never. And always try to keep your weapon loaded, which is your mind, and always be ready. Learn from the best. Thank you guys for listening to this pod, or if you're watching on YouTube, please share it with your friends. As you know, I'm not running any ads or any sponsorship. I'm not selling anything, no courses or stuff like that. And I'm just sharing my humble experiments and whatever I have learned during my journey with you guys. So maybe you guys can learn also something out of it. Maybe you are like, oh, he said something that I implemented that in my life or I learned from it. And I'm just recording on my own without any, auditing or just I'm just recording. This is like, as I said, this is my videos, my pod is unfiltered, uncensored, uncut, no audit, no edit, no, you know, trying to fix it and make it better. Maybe sometimes, even as a matter of fact, every time I'm listening to my pod, I'm like, oh, why did I say that? I should have not sure. But I'm being me. I'm real. So that's the real Ali you are seeing. So if I try not to use I'm not the guy that's swearing a lot, but of course sometimes, just like all the other people, you say the F word or BS and stuff like that. So I believe if I even though some of my friends, they have told me, hey, try not to swear, because that's gonna affect your audience, and you can have more, a bigger audience if you're not swearing and stuff like that. But yeah, okay, good, I agree. But I'm me, I'm real. And if I mean, normally when I'm with my friends, when I'm with my team, when we are talking, yes, sometimes we use F words, we joke, we laugh, and stuff like that. So if I take that away from me, then I'm faking it. Then I'm not me. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm not me. Then I'm faking it. So I made this pod in reality, in real time, without no back and forth on fixing it, cutting it, and having a team or someone to, hey, this is my video, try to have some background in it and fix my voice, or see where I'm swearing, just take it off and mix it with some other stuff, or some put some content on it so I can sell better on social media and get more views and likes. No, this is absolutely real, without any cut, any filter, stuff like that. So I would really appreciate if you could just share your opinion in the comments with me so I could learn and level up. And if you have a friend or anybody out there that you think this can be useful for them, please go ahead, share the link with them. And hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much for listening. Love you all. See you soon. Bye bye.